Hello and welcome to another segment of Own It with Ovi. I'm your host as usual. Today's topic of discussion is secrets of branding. And our guest speaker is an entrepreneur, is a software engineer, and the co-founder of Manibal Beauty and Company Creative. All right, please join me to welcome our guest speaker for today.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Ernest.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's awesome having you on today's segment, even though I know you are not feeling too well, but you still kept your word to join us today. So thank you and I appreciate that. Please tell us about yourself. Let's meet.
Okay.
First
of all, hello everybody. My name is Ikegwuonu, and I happen to be here and an entrepreneur. I do a couple of businesses, the whole life and thing. I'm a very positive person. I like to see the good in people. You get so because I believe that everyone deserves to, deserve a chance, and I pretty much just like to enjoy life to the fullest, and I believe that life is basically what you make out of it. You get what you put in is what you get. If you don't put in anything, you ain't getting nothing.
Kindly tell us what the job of a software engineer is. I think I don't really have much idea.
Okay. About software engineering. Okay.
Yes.
Let me give like a brief rundown. You get of my own experience and everything.
Yeah.
So I liked the tech industry, but it happens to be that I have been more in the non-tech part of tech, if that makes sense. And when I say non-tech, I mean the likes of digital marketing, social media, and content writing and copywriting. But after several years in that particular sector, I felt like, okay, I wanted to actually know what it would feel like to create more, be part of renowned solutions. Create more product. And I said, okay, let me give tech a try. So after 5 years in digital marketing, I said, okay, let me transition. So I transitioned 2022 last year. It's been quite a bumpy ride, but at the end of the day, it's more of your efforts, in instance, and what you put in. So software engineering is basically you creating solutions and solving problems, applications and website friendly to the user. Take for example, we all use Facebook, right? Right now we're on Instagram. Instagram has made me to talk to you, see you in person, see you face to face, see your beautiful smile and everything. So it's pretty much it. So in this part of the industry, I have chosen to focus more on the front end development. And when I say front end development, I mean the part that you see, user interface. So basically, when the designers are done designing a particular product, I transform that design using codes. If that makes sense. I'm trying to break it down to the barest minimum so you'd understand. But it's pretty much nothing. It's a very versatile industry, very big industry, and very interesting industry. A couple of frustrations along the line, but come on, no pain, no gain, right? So
definitely.
Right now, currently, it's been over a year of rigorous learning and mastering, practicing, failing, getting myself up and pushing, and it's been fun. It's been fun. So hopefully, I'm praying that very soon I'll land my first tech job. So I'm not officially a tech bro yet. I'm a tech bro, but when you say tech bro that is counting it, So it's baby steps. So it's been fun. It's been good. It's been very, very, very promising. Trust me, I love it.
So you're the co-founder of two distinct brands. In the sense of you have a product production and a rendering service company. So can you tell us more about these brands?
Okay. And before I introduce these brands, I would like to thank you in particular for being a very good customer and supporting the business and the brand. Thank you for the referrals and everything. So I run two. Let me say core. I run two core businesses on the side right now, and one is Manibal Beauty, and the other is Company Creative. So basically, Maniba Beauty is a brand that is into the production and sales of pure virgin coconut oil that is used for the hair, for the skin, and for dietary.
Yeah, I have it
Thank you very
on
much.
right
And
now,
for
guys.
dietary
That's what I
purposes, you
have.
get. So I started this brand about it's getting to 6 years now. Yeah, 6 years now, and it's been a very tough. You know how it is growing a brand in Nigeria. You know, most of the time when we talk like it's some easy peasy kind of thing. It's not
I
easy. It
know.
is not. And I be here looking all smiley and
It's not.
all happy and everything. But if I'm allowed to say, I have seen Shaggy in growing a brand in Nigeria. Honestly, I have. I have seen Shaggy. You get born. It's more about how you put
Yeah.
yourself out there. You get the brand positioning and everything. So that Maniba is strictly about producing um,
Yeah.
coconut oil for now. That is our core product out there in the market. Then my second brand is Company Creative. Company Creative happens to be an advertising agency that I run. So we help people manage their businesses on social media, run all the whole digital marketing type of stuff, help you create and tell your brand story the way that you want to. We don't tell you how to run your brand. What Company Creative is about. And we also build websites. So basically, it's an advertising agency targeted to helping businesses in Africa and beyond grow their business on social media. Thank you very much.
I was thinking more of like the company creative, but just doing basically only the
Yeah,
advertisement. But I just found out you also do the
yeah.
website, and that's also, one added plus as well. So I wanted to ask, what's like the story behind you starting the brand Maniba Beauty? Because that's like in the cosmetics and beauty field, unlike your company creative, which is somehow I'm sure it's related to your software engineering
Okay,
and the
okay.
whole tech stuff.
I think I've gotten this question before, but in a nutshell, this is what the story of Maniba Loop sounds like. Okay, I thought to myself, you get as much as there is the cosmetic industry and it's a very big industry. You get, I've always been a fan of the natural. You get look natural, be natural, and everything. I am not
Yeah.
castigating or trying to
Yes.
downplay the use of cosmetic. It's beautiful, it's great. You get, but when we talk about nature, I love
Yeah.
everything natural. You get, so I said, okay, and you making use of cosmetic products. When you think longevity, when you think 10, I think study have turned to show us that there are some detriments it does to the skin. You get, so I wanted to start a brand that would not be shaky in a long term as regards the market or the people I'm trying to serve. So I said, okay, let's look into natural. And it didn't occur to me that I would be looking into coconut oil. But after like I did about, I think trying to understand the market and how to penetrate the market, you get. So as I did a study on coconut oil and its benefits to a human, to everyone, you get. And I found a lot of things like there is great benefits as regards coconut oil. Like when I tell you that there you can, I think if I'm not trying to give a health advice, but I can tell you that the doctors in the building and the pharmacists in the building can attest to the greatness of coconut oil for the hair, for the. But I've come to find out that during the, it's one thing to just start off something and it's a different ballgame when you are into that thing and you are facing the challenges in the business. You get to do your learning and your findings and you get to improve more. You get, so I've come to find out that it actually works. You get, and I might come out here and just start talking about what I've read online or what someone has told me or what I've probably watched on TV or on Telegram or Instagram. But I am telling you for sure that coconut oil is a miracle oil, and I have chosen to maintain that path. And yeah, currently I'm looking at focusing on the dietary aspect. You having coconut oil in your household for cooking and the likes of them.
Okay.
So it's a really long story. So far for Maniba, it's been a very great one. It's been good.
Okay.
It's been good.
That's a very interesting story as to like it's more like
it
started off as a personal thing and then it's advanced into making it
absolutely.
monetizing it in a way, right? So I think I know you used to work, like the regular office daily job. So what has it been like
Okay. Okay.
transiting from earning your monthly pay that you are sure
Yeah.
that no matter what, after your wake up 9 to 5 and everything, you are going to earn your money, and then now you are earning income as a business owner, as an entrepreneur.
Okay.
What's the
Thank you
transition
for that
been like?
question, because that question brought like some memories back to my head. You get, transitioning into anything is very hard.
Yeah,
Transitioning into anything is very, because for you to
true.
say you want to transition, it means you're already somewhere that you're already okay with. You've already adapted to that particular sector or office or business. You get,
Yes,
so transition
yes.
challenges and a lot of justifiable excuses. Excuses. Me saying justifiable excuses is they are like, you are bringing up excuses.
True.
They are quite very, very feasible. Yeah, they are true. Yeah, this is an excuse, but you should not. How do I put this? Let me just tell my story. Okay, I was currently in Lagos. I'm in
Okay.
Lagos. Yeah, Lagos. So I was working for a top advertising agency in Lagos, and I learned like a whole lot of things from them, because I've always wanted the whole industry knowledge. And aside the whole freelancing, freelancing is different from so freelancing. So I got into this agency, and it was mind blowing. I learned a lot.
Yes.
I also did a lot for them, and I was just a part of these people, like of the company, and it felt like family. You get, even though it's not doing, we are doing our job. You get, but you get the point, right? So I felt
Yes.
really welcome. I felt like home,
Yeah.
and I loved
Yes,
what I
I
was
do.
doing, because at the end of the day, venturing into digital marketing and the whole likes of them is,
Mm-hmm.
I did it because I like to help a lot. You get, as long as it's within my power, I love to do that. Do you get?
Okay.
So, but like I told you earlier on, that the
Yes.
whole moving into
Yeah.
tech came up, and transitioning from a 9 to 5, waking up in the morning around 4, eh? Trying to jump on the bus, and you know how late it can be. Like, you have an appointment, okay, you need to be in the office by 9 in the
Oh
morning,
my
8 in the
God.
morning. What's 9? 8 in the morning. And you should be on the road by, let's say, 5:30. So you could juggle the whole traffic, fast,
Mm-hmm.
get to the office, still try to look smart, be in your, you get, maintain your posture and everything, and deliver at
Uh-huh.
your task at hand in your job. Decision. I had to quit. It was a very big decision for me to do, but it was worth it. You get, and I wanted the whole remote kind of lifestyle, because being in Lagos is hard. See, let's not pretend that let's not act like Lagos is the king kind of person that it's not for the. It is not, unless you're a
Not
person
for
that,
the
even if you have
weak.
your own private car, you will still enter the road. You still meet the whole downfall
Mm-hmm.
guys, and you will struggle with them. Do you get the point?
Oh,
So, and everything, my career, it's a remote kind of lifestyle, and I don't want to just work for Nigerian companies. I'm spelling it out. You get, I wanted to spread myself out there. You get, thanks to likes of social media and internet, you can work with
yeah.
someone in Wales, Scotland, the UK, Canada, the likes of them. So when I quit, left
Yeah.
my job, I think that was 2021 March. No, sorry, 2022 March and February. It was hard. Why was it hard? At that point, the financial security the job was bringing. When it is that it's month ending, it's the payday you get. No matter how you form the whole
Mm-hmm.
you have a business running, this, that. There's this comfort that when the month is ending, you are relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Money is hitting your account. Do you get?
Of
So I
course.
slept that after quitting the job, the next day I woke up, I was like, okay, so there's no monthly pay like this. Okay, double the hustle. Now, so it was hard, because you're trying to learn a skill that you had no idea of. And not just learn this skill, you have to be very good in this skill to be able to deliver to companies and clients. Do you get? So there was no money coming in. It's just the businesses. You know how it is now, being an entrepreneur. This morning you're broke. Next morning you're like, hey, you're in money. You're like, hey, let's go and do
Of
this one.
course.
Do you get? It's just a roller coaster.
Actually,
It's a roller coaster. So it was
yeah.
very, very difficult. But I found the balance. You get? I started, doing the whole timekeeping, you know. If you are free, just drop a short-term plan, a long-term plan, break it down into daily tasks, and start counting your milestones. So at the end of the day, I found a way around. So it was more of me understanding myself, understanding my time that I had, understanding the unforeseen circumstances that would happen. Because let's call a spirit. Like, you have to be realistic with yourself. Don't think that everything will come as you know. There are some unforeseen circumstances that you have to plan for. You get, so trying to just allow it flow. You get, and what helped me was also I would say praying. You get, I did a lot of praying. You get, because it helped me a lot. It helped me understood that everything will not go as you planned it. You know, most time we can all sit and feel like, yeah, I've planned the first 1 year of my life. It's going to go all right. Money from this part, this side. I'll call this guy. Everything will be all set. When you wake up in the morning, you see that everything you plan, you get. So prayer helped me a lot. You know, coming close to God, understanding that it's not just by my power. I can be good in A, B, C, D kind of skill, but if I don't commit it into God's hands, it's all shambles. You get. So I just God more and more. That's pretty much it.
Thank God for that.
I'm telling you.
Glory be to His name, because I think as well as Christians or whatever religion we are, maybe Muslims or otherwise, at the end of the day, we still need to find a way to communicate to our Creator, you know, the maker and the giver of life, because that's our roots at the end of the day. The most challenging about being a software engineer and an entrepreneur, you know, how would you say the journey has been, having to marry these two together?
All right. The first thing is being a software engineer is it's difficult. It's draining. Yeah. Most people tend to just paint the good side of it. Yeah, it's a life-changing career, line of work. It is, no doubt, but it's draining. It's frustrating. You get to question yourself every single day, question your choices in life every single day. But I think it's also understanding for me, because it's more like I've built myself to understand that in this journey I will get frustrated. So I've told myself that when it comes to that time of me being frustrated, I should maintain my cool. So I kind of know that, yes, this is going to happen. So I've programmed myself that, okay, yeah, when it happens, I turn off my laptop, turn off my system, I take a chill pill, I go and just chill out, I come back to it. You get, now here we did, there's no going anywhere. So how have I balanced that with my business? This will lead me talking about an entrepreneur. First of all, if you say you're not just be running your business yourself, your business should be running in your absence. You get, so I have built, still working on the system. It's a work in progress. So I've built a system halfway that my business still thrive in my app. You get, so all I have to do is just at the end of the week, I just do what I call, like, I check operations. Okay, how's this going? This distributor in Ibadan. Okay, what's up? How's it going over there? The distributor in Enugu, how's it going over there? Then we talk about the findings, talk about the loopholes, talk about a few hours, then I'm back to work as a software engineer, coding. You get, so it's just allocating my time to important things, prioritizing. You get, in the morning you have stand-ups to do, you have people to call. Okay, as regards software engineering, you have some learnings to do, because it's an industry that has like new things coming out every single day. You have to stay updated, you have to join communities, you have to network, you have to learn, you have to implement. Do you get? Then in the evenings I check my businesses. Okay, what's going on? Anywhere that have loopholes that I have to work on, I said, okay, I call who I assigned to that particular task. How is it going? Can you get this done? If you can't do that, I would support. Okay, why can't you do that? What's the problem? So I tend to care more about my workers, their life, more than the business, being very honest. Because the truth is, you can talk about your products and say you sell the best product, blah, blah, blah. It's still people that run your business. And if those people are not in their right state of mind, emotionally, psychologically, your business will run down. You get, so I try to check up on them in the evening. Most times I would just call them. I won't even talk about the business. I'll be like, hey girl, how you doing? Hey guy, what's up? How you doing? It helps. You get. So I balance it with just allocating time. You get. Although there are times where I have to devote more time to software engineering, coding, and likes of that. I have to apply for jobs, for gigs. I have to check up on a course. I need to learn, upskill myself. I have to go on YouTube, pick a course and learn, upskill myself. So it's just allocating time. You get. Most time we're like, there's no time. Oh, more, there's time. When you look at, you have 4 hours in a day. Allocate time. At the end of the day, who will do it for you? Nobody will do it for you. You get. You tell yourself that you get your ass up, you get to work, and you get it done. Okay, so allocating time. That's just pretty much it for me.
True. It's like the most important thing, having the right schedule, balancing everything at the end of the day. You can handle a lot of projects, but if you don't have a balance, there will be no progress with any of it. So let me go straight to, how do you react to criticism as a brand?
Okay.
Or with yourself?
Criticisms. You know, when it comes to this very topic, most people will be like, in quotes, I know saying. But the truth is, negative criticisms or positive ones, you should actually pay attention. You get. Pay attention, but don't let it get to you. This is why I say that. When someone comes on criticism as regards business, customers, right? Let me talk about the customer part of it, customer part. Again, people have a lot to say. First of all, have this in mind. Yeah, people have a lot to say. They always talk. Would just calm down. So when you get negative talk from people, listen to it. Sieve out the ones that you think. Most time we tend to deny. He's a hater. He doesn't like me. Does he hate me? Blah 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 blah. Calm down. Listen to what the person has said. Sieve out the one that resonates with yourself. Then when you are in that your quiet corner, you will tell yourself, okay, this lady said the truth. So here's what I do. First of all, I like to think that I have a gift. Now, what's my gift? I'm someone that I don't wait for someone to tell me that you are messing up. You get. I do what I call a quiet time. On my own time, on my own space, I assess myself. I do this every single day. I assess myself. Okay, how did my day go? What did I do wrong? What did this customer say? Okay, this client, what did she say? Was it just being, or was she actually saying what it is for what it is? I access all these things and I say, okay, how can I improve? I do this for real. I do this because this is how you develop. You get. There's no stage you get to and you say you've learned it all. That's a blatant lie. You get. You can't say you learned it all. You would definitely, even big brands today, Pepsi still get criticisms. Celebrities do. In fact, celebs get it on a daily basis. I'm sure you do get it too. You get. So I handle it. Me being human. Of course, we're human beings. You get. There are times where someone might come out and just say some nasty things, and you know fully well that all the things they've said is not really you. It will get to me, but it doesn't stay long. For real, it doesn't stay long. I just let it save off. You get, because also having it in mind that most of the time when people drop some nasty comments, it's mostly when they want to be like you, or when they don't have what you have. You get. They start trying to downplay everything you're doing. So most times you're just, when you get it, truly I accept it, what they have said, what has been said, who said so. And first of all, you can't be in industry A and criticizing me as industry B. You need to be in industry B and criticize me. You get. It's not, let's say you're into a very, very serious relationship now, you are dating, it's very serious. There's someone who has been single for 10 years. He's giving you advice. Okay, so I handle it the way I do. You get. Just accept myself, listen to what has been said, and take action. That's what I do, my dear.
So let's go to the topic of conversation for today. Earlier on, I've been trying to know more about you. We've been trying to know more about you. So tell us what the word branding means to you.
In a very simple term, to me, just two words. For me, branding is simply storytelling.
Okay.
You get? For me, it's just storytelling.
Yeah.
You have a product, and you want people to know about this product. So branding is how you are telling about this product, how you are selling the product, telling the story about this brand. That is branding. Now, how you tell this story is what matters. There are blueprints to these things. There are steps to follow. You get? Everyone has their own definition of brand. Like you said, how I see branding, storytelling, then how you tell this story is what truly matters. How you go about it. So there are a lot of things to put into consideration. You get? There is the brand for your brand. You can't just pick up product A and start walking around everywhere and start shouting, I sell A, B, C. You need to brand the product. You talk about the basics. Have a good label. I'm trying to break it down to a barest understanding. Have a good label. At least have, and also have a quality product. It's important. You get? Even if you're selling something, you know that if there's a way to make it standard, because as you're looking at branding, let me say in quotes, branding nonsense. If you want to brand, you can say, no, I'm very simple. People might be like, forget this branding thing. When you brand nonsense, just it's how you package it that matters. But you need to look at one word: retention.
Packages.
One person can buy your product now, and fine, your whole beauty of the packaging sells them. They buy it. When they get to their house, they use the product. It doesn't make any sense. Will they come back to you? They won't come back to you now. So you think about retention. Think about longevity. So it's a really long pathway you get, but it begins with the basics. First of all, have a good product. When you do, then have a good package. Because having a good package positions you rightly. Let me give you an example. When you walk into the mall, and let's say you want to buy any product, so you're walking down. Malls have hallways, right? So you're walking through the hallway. There are certain products that you will see that will just catch your eye instantly. Like you just see, you're like, okay, whoa. You get that is positioning right there. That is positioning. That person focused on the beauty of his packaging. But what would bring you back to that same product is the quality of the product. You get? So it encompasses from a lot of things. There's brand strategy. There's your identity. First of all, have a logo. You get? There's the your experience. So me talking about brand experience is basically when someone uses your product and they come back for it. What has that customer experienced from your product? Were they happy? The reason they got this product for, was it solved? You get? So for me, branding is basically storytelling. How you sell your brand, how you talk about it to people. You get? That's basically branding. Then you go down to the nitty gritty, picking a platform, because the likes of that. So storytelling.
Storytelling. That's like it's giving me a lot of ideas right now.
Yeah.
For my own brand as well, because every day we're learning different ways as to improve this.
Exactly.
And that's why there's also room for branding as well. So I wanted to ask this as well. So investing in branding, as you said, like designing of the logo, your flyers, that they are recognizable and intriguing based on maybe the fonts, color, whatever way, and the emotions that we invoke when like the potential clients see these things. So investing in branding and the design of logos, flyers that are recognizable and intriguing, based on their special features, maybe the fonts, the color, and then it's an absolute must for brands in this modern era. You get? So that brings you to the question that says, what will you say is the secret of good branding?
Okay. Here's what I do for Maniba, my coconut oil business.
Yeah.
I just be passionate about the problem you're solving. When we talk about these things, let's not forget that you need to stay in business, right? You need to stay in business, right? So for you to stay in business, you need to have more customers coming in, right? So So if you're the kind of person that you are more about your product, selling your product, then you should have a rethink. And by rethink is this. Okay, let me give you a live scenario. A lady messaged me on Instagram via my neighbor beauty brand. And she stated her problem. And I found out that truthfully, her problem was, okay, I think I'll just spell the word out, but I won't call her name, all right? Her problem that she wanted to change the color of her skin, right? And coconut oil would not help you do that. That is the truth. But I could have easily gone ahead and she wanted to buy enough. When I mean enough, like I was looking at, I'll see cash out, you get. But the truth is, it doesn't make sense because I had to tell her that, okay, see, this is what the product does for you. So care about the customer's needs, you get. Be passionate about their problem. Solve the problem. Think about it first before wanting to just sell the product. I could easily just sell the product, collect the money and go, but she won't come back to me. And as a brand, my one secret is getting you to come back to me. I need to keep the business running. I can build the most beautiful packaging, have the most amazing logo. I had the most great influencers to talk about the brand and everything. But do I keep you in business? Is the business running? It is important. You get. So that is one powerful secret. Care about the problem your product is solving than your product. So when someone calls you and tells you they want ABC, they have ABC problem, don't go and give them DEF product to solve ABC problem. You get. So think about longevity. You have to be in business. It's more important. See, it must be in business. You get, because if you look at it that way, Gary that we all use today, eat and swallow, does it have packaging? But Gary is in every nook and cranny of Nigeria. You get. So that withstanding, there are still other factors too. You get, as regards secrets to branding. Please have a strategy. And by strategy, I'll give one strategy out here now. Always be in the face of people. Always be in the face of people. You get. Always be, I'll say it again, always be in the face of people. Why is it that Pepsi are still doing advertising today? Why is MTN doing advertising today? Ask yourself, why is Airtel doing advertising today? Why is Glo? These are multi-billion brands. These are brands that even if they don't sell, they don't even do anything for the next 4 years, they are doing all right. Do you get? They will still spend the billions and travel out, like the brand will still exist. But there's something they call first to mind and top to mind. And you can achieve, I'll explain that, but you can achieve all those things just by what being in the face of people. Because there's this thing with our subconscious mind. The more you see something, the more it registers in your subconscious mind. Now, it will not be in your mind like all the time, but when the need for that product arises, your mind will go towards it. Take for example, you've been seeing on your WhatsApp story, one girl is posting bags and shoes and everything, and you're like, hey, trust ladies now, taking their screenshots and taking everything up and down, everything. They will not buy that moment, but the moment they get money, what comes to their mind? Okay, there's one Mrs. A that sells bags. They'll go to the gallery and find that screenshot.
Yes.
So one powerful secret is always be in the faces of people. That is why you see Pepsi. I can assure you that one reason Pepsi would reach out to people like Messi to be an ambassador is, have you seen the kind of followers Messi has? Have you seen the argument that trend on social media on a daily basis? Messi is in the faces of almost everyone, every football lover. So if Pepsi can attach themselves with Messi, that makes them what? They're in the face of so always be in the face of people. That's one very good strategy. Do you understand that? That's why most time it pays to run adverts. You get. If you can't afford big influencers, it's fine. You can use your money to just go on Instagram. The little you have, just pay. You get. So let's say you have just like 10,000 naira to run ads, and you know of course it's pretty small. You know that. But if you can spread it to spending 1,000 naira per day, at least for the next 10 days, you're in people's faces now. right? And you know how social media is. You don't know who's watching. You get so being people's faces, one secret. But for me, the number one secret is actually think about remaining in business. Think about longevity. And how does that work? Stay in business. Care about the issue you are solving. Don't just sell products. Don't just sell products. You can do it, fine, it's good. You make the money now, but when the customer goes, fine, will they come back? That's the issue. And will they refer it to people?
That's true.
Do you get the point? So that's too powerful that I incorporate into my business. So that's pretty much it.
So, like this, like a very educative information for me, because I also like run ads on IG, and sometimes you're not getting the right audience you want and all that, but this like you still encouraging me continue keep staying in the face of people no matter what, so long as I have the right solution that I want to give to them, and I'm providing them with the service or the product that they need. Definitely that's another good way to still be in business as well. So you say that entrepreneurs, there's definitely a need for them to have branding skills. Or what will you say is the importance of branding in business?
As regarding to being an entrepreneur, right? Okay. Now, I think first of all is being an entrepreneur. Obviously, you run probably one or more businesses, right? And you're still out there looking for more businesses. Like you're like the CEO of multi businesses. You get that's totally fine. You get, but so two things, right? First of all is you need to educate people that work for you as regards branding. That is one side first. Educate them, customer relationship and the likes of them, right? Now this is like obviously you've had the whole design and building your packages all done, right? So talk to your employees, good behavior. You get I can't emphasize staying in business. You need to run the business, right? So educate your workers. Try to create an avenue for development for them, and have it in mind that as much as they are working for you in your businesses, they also have their goals and aspirations. Try to care about that. They need to know that they are not just some robots working for you. Hey, the boss has come, the boss has called. This. Don't be that kind of boss. You get. Try to care about that. You get. Then they would happily work for you. That is one. Then you being the entrepreneur, this is your own branding. Differentiate yourself. How do you do that? Network. Obviously, you can't be in your business, right? You're an entrepreneur. You get, and let's not mistake business owners and entrepreneurship. They're two different things. You get. Most business owners run their business themselves. Entrepreneurs don't do that. You open the business, get some smart minds, you run the business, and you're out to the next business. You get, right? That's why it's a very tough and draining line of work. You are managing 10 businesses and you're doing your own business and you have a family to care for. You have your girlfriend or you have your own self. You get. So you as yourself, obviously. I think one thing is networking, right? Reach out to your fellow entrepreneurs. Network. Look out for collaborations. If you're a small business owner watching this or something, and you run two small businesses, or you're entrepreneur starting, you're watching this right now, you run 3 or 2 small businesses. Obviously, it's draining. We know. Reality setting in. There are a lot of unforeseen circumstances setting in. There is no money because entrepreneurship, being an entrepreneur, there's a level of being broke you will get to. It's not something you're proud of. You don't be like, hey homie, I have 3 businesses, but you see account balance. What's going on here? What is all this? Next minute, see your account 1 million. Yes. And while you're trying to network, please be very intentional. I don't mean network, you go and chill in the bar and go and be wasting time talking about girls and talking about no. You can talk about girls, do that, but please allocate more time about what to benefit the brand, the businesses you opened. Try to build trust, credibility. Try to say it's fine to go to a bar and chill. I'm not right to say if you're a bar guy watching this thing, please go to the bar and chill. But all I'm saying is, please limit conversations that do not contribute to the business. This is how you brand yourself. You get then personal development for you as the entrepreneur. Take courses. Go online, buy a course, or go on YouTube, get a free course or something. Build yourself, and probably you already know how to run a business. Build yourself as regards emotional intelligence. Build yourself on negotiation skills, because you are the front man. You'll be in tables. I was telling a friend that, do you know that one of the biggest deals are signed in a bar? One of the biggest deals you can tell are signed in a club. That's the truth. It's not all big brands it's not all big contracts are signed in the office and everything. So if you don't have the power to negotiate, that skill to negotiate, it's not very difficult for you to do that. So all these contributes to branding. So you're selling yourself. Then consistency. Don't open ABC business and after like 6 months you didn't see 1 naira. You're like, hey, is this my calling? Consistency. It helps. And guess what? That is the most difficult thing ever. Consistency. Because trust me, we like to live in our heads. We like to just think of, I'm in one place now. Someone just gave me like 10 billion naira. I'm in Seychelles. I'm traveling to I'm traveling to Rwanda. I'm traveling to UK. Bros, come back. Run your business. After 6 months, you didn't see anything. Look out for what you have done so far. Don't be doing one thing the same way and expecting different results. No, it doesn't run like that. If you run your business for 1 month, call your workers. If you don't have any worker, no problem. Call yourself. Call yourself. Calm down. Access what you've done so far. Access possible loopholes. Access areas you've done well also. Look into these things. You are building yourself. You are branding yourself. It's very important, because the more you get better as an entrepreneur, the more the business thrive. You get so.
Yes.
What I have to say as regards branding.
So we have like 2 questions already on the comment section. So I think we should take those questions so we can conclude for the day, because I know you need to get your rest and all that. So we have Him Boy. He asked a question. Let me he's asking a lot of questions. All right. So he's asking, does having no skills and idea on graphic design affect our branding part? And then he also asks, how important is collaboration in branding, especially when you want to have an isolated test run? What would you advise, please?
All right. The first question he asked was, does graphic design a barrier? Is it a okay?
Having the skill
of graphic design.
Having no skills.
Okay, you will repeat the next question, but let me answer this first, please. All right. So I'm going to share my own brief personal story and answer the question. So first is this: when I thought about Maniba, I didn't know about designs. I didn't have a logo yet. I didn't have any of those things, and I knew that I had some little funds to, start this business. And obviously, I already had some knowledge of branding and how important it is to have a good label, designs and all that, because at the end of the day, you have no physical store. So you have to build an online presence around those things. And to build an online presence, you need to have a good page, designs and flyers. So I started learning how to design. That's what I did, right? So I learned how to design for 6 months, the whole Corel Draw and everything. So I was thinking of going deep into design. Then someone encouraged me, someone gave me an idea that I don't need to be a guru in design to the business, right? So I learned enough to help me design a logo, a flyer for social media. So I did mine myself. But everyone can be like me, right? So answering that question, this is the thing. Most times, starting the business is you have limited capital. It's like almost everybody's reason, right? So this is what you should do. If you don't have the time to learn the skill, it's fine. The funds, you need to outsource it. You need to outsource it. Find a designer, and outsource it. Okay, hello ma, hello sir, Mr. A, Mr. B, help me run off my business. Now, if you don't have the, if you don't have the funds to outsource it, I think we live in a time and age now that where you can actually do some basic, pretty nice basic design with your phone. So you can look at, you can just allocate like 2 days or 3 days, find a graphic design app like Canva. There's Canva now. You get it on your phone. Try to master the app for some time. I think you pretty much get the hang of it. Try that and just learn the basic of design. But if you don't want to do design at all, you don't have the time, then I have to say I'm sorry, because these 3 things I've said now, it's pretty much it. Either you outsource it to somebody that knows how to do it, that will do it for you. But if you don't have the funds, then you should have the time, right? If you don't have the fund, have the time. So it's a business, right? So allocate some time and say, okay, do this. Just 3 days or 4 days. You should know Canva. You can get the hang of Canva. So pretty much design. But if you don't have the time to be run your designs and everything, then I think you should collaborate with somebody. Get a graphic designer and say, okay, Mr. A, Mr. or Mrs. A, help me run my designs. You would have certain amount of in my business, my products. For example, you sell, you bake cake. You're a baker, right? And you are very good at it, right? Call a graphic designer. Okay, see, on your birthday, I'm going to give you 30% discount for cakes. Just help me run my designs for my business. I think the person would agree to that. Or if the person would say, my birthday is once in a year, I can't do that. Okay, fine. Since you're a designer, do you know what? Anybody that comes through you to bake cake from me, I would give you certain amount of discounts, which means money, right? So you go and do your business study, find out how you can incorporate that strategy into your pricing, so it will not affect your business. So the design guy with the talent would know that anybody he brings to your business, he is getting 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, and you are getting your design. Voila. Okay, so so now please. The next one was
that means leads us to the next question, which is how important is collaboration in branding, especially when you want to have an isolated test room? What would you advise?
An isolated test room. Isolated test room. Good to know about the business, because it's still in the building stage. I think that's what he's trying to say, if I'm correct. So I'll explain that. First of all, I'll talk about the importance of collaboration, right? Collaboration does wonders. It does a lot of wonders. It has helped me. It has done wonders. Now, here's the beauty of it. Before you collaborate, first of all, find someone that the person, the business or the brand or the person must complement your business. The person has to complement your business. If you are selling akara, go and find who is selling bread. Yes, you get that. Bread. So he has to complement. Now you know that anybody that is buying bread would need akara or butter. If you're selling butter, you get, or you're selling what's the one that we like now? The spread, the whole nuts. What's it called again? The chocolate spread. Nutella, yeah. If you are selling, let's not call their name too much. There's no endorsement here. You understand? So, all right. So if you're selling spread, right, bread spread, find who is selling bread, because the person that is selling bread, a customer base already, right? And obviously that person's customer base is yours too. OV is into properties, right? Properties. From chocolate to land properties, and you even rent cars, luxury apartments, right? So obviously, you need to be where they have the big conversations, right? You need to be where the ballers are going to. And yeah, you need to be in clubs. Funny enough, you need to be there. Maybe not all the time, but you need to be where they have it. Hey, my point is, when you get to this place, you meet these people, it saves you money. You won't spend a dime, provided this person needs you and you need them. That's why I said if you're selling bread spread, you need someone that sells what? Bread. A bread needs what? A bread spread. Bread spread needs what? A bread, right? So someone complements and what? Yeah, someone that complements you is super, super important. Do you get? So now, when you are an isolated brand, obviously you are at the building stage. You don't want to come out yet and say, yeah, this is your business, right? Collaboration is going to be pretty difficult, because one of the reasons why people use collaboration is because they want to be seen, right? They want this person's customer base to know them and they to know. So an isolated brand, unless you are looking out for benefits from the person running the business, I would explain. Let me still use the bread and the bread spread. It's pretty much basic, right? All right. So now somebody wants to introduce a new bread spread, a new chocolate spread that has probably banana flavor in it or something, and he doesn't want people to know about it yet because he's still in the building stage, production stage, right? But he wants to collaborate with a bread seller, right? Now, obviously, his interest is not might not be in the target in the customer of the bread seller, but in the bread seller himself. You get, for him to know that, okay, CEO, please, try to have me in mind, you get. So I'll be needing you. For now, I'm isolated. So know me that I'm going to be existing in so time, right? So if you are having a plan merger with a bread spread for an advert on TV or social media, on radio in the future, bear it in mind that I will be existing soon. But now I'm isolated, I'm hidden. So when that time arises, please endeavor to ask me, am I ready? Do you get? So I try to break it down to the best minimum. Am I ready? Okay, I'm ready. The spread is ready. Oh yeah, let's collaborate. So I think I tried to break that down, right?
Yes, that was really well explained. I'm sure Finboy got it. He also dropped this.
Please ask me.
I hope he's listening to get all the answers. So it says, please, how effective and important is negotiation skills to branding?
I took a course on negotiation, and believe you me, it helped me, and I will still take more in the future. See, you cannot emphasize it. Let me give you like an everyday scenario. Have you ever gone to buy something? You went to go and buy ABC, and you're trying to dialogue with the seller. You're like, hello ma, hello sir, how much is this is this product? They tell you it's 10,000 naira, and you price 8,000 naira. Before leaving that vicinity, you now already bought it for 2K. How would you? You would feel so bad. You would feel cheated. But because you did not negotiate very well.
Yes.
You were probably compassionate for the person that, this is not a business. Believe you me, no matter how compassionate you are, nobody that runs it would sell their product below their cost or production price.
Exactly.
So if you're feeling that, hey, I'm pricing too much, don't feel that way. Do you get me? So negotiation skill is very important in every sector of life. Probably it's not even outside business. When trying to negotiate with your friends, what decision to take, it's pretty important. But let's bring it down to business and monetary aspect, right? It's very, because it will determine how your business is being run financially. I'll give an example. You have a business and you are seeking for investors, right? We all watch the whole Lion's Den Lions Den program, I think on TV, right? And you see how it's pure Lions Den.
Yes.
You can't walk into that place without being prepared. You can't even try it. Now imagine you've tasted sweat from your business, from the markets, from the economy, from the daily operations, from your emotional trauma, from family wahala, from friends wahala, from even down to your marriage. You face angle from every angle.
Name it
Now,
all.
God has helped you. And by MVP, I mean minimum viable product. Sorry, I'm using software terms, no vex. Like have a product, right? Now, you not hear that there are social investors.
Yeah.
MVP, minimum viable.
Sorry.
MVP, minimum viable product. MVP. Now you have a product that you can say you can sell to investors, right? Okay. Now you are facing investors that have some dollars to spend to invest in your business. You need to be able to negotiate, because when an investor comes and tells you that they will give you $1 million, but they will take 50% of your business, you need to go and think. You need to ask yourself, what does this mean? Or is it equity? What does this mean? So you need to have negotiation skill. It's very important. It's super important because it will make or mar the business. If you negotiate properly, you might still remain the owner of the business. If you negotiate badly, you will lose the business and you will be a worker in your own business. So yes, it is very important. Even in your career choice, you're an actor, and you are trying to negotiate for a role with a production manager. I think Finboy is a production manager. Yeah, you want to negotiate with a production manager or a director for a particular role and for a particular fee, and you end up negotiating for, let's say, 500K for the whole. I don't know how they do their payments, but I'm just giving an example. Probably you go negotiate for like 500K for the role. And they said, okay, it's time to now shoot the movie, right? You now come on set. You now hear that someone that is playing passerby is collecting 1 million. Someone that is playing passerby, all these palace guard, that's 550. Palace guard is collecting 1 million naira. Yes. Believe you me, then they comic movie. In a nutshell, you have to learn to negotiate. I'm negotiating. Hear what they have to say. That's my own secret kind of people. You get hear them first. Let them talk before you now. Super important.
Questions are really, giving me a lot of insight into the conversation. Yes. I hope it's giving the viewers as well. So, so I just want to add this to your own contribution. I feel like branding, brand consistency, which you earlier stated, it plays a major role in business. And it also requires attention to details, paying attention to details. I'm sure most successful, actually you said it all, but most successful brands, they communicate in a consistent voice, and the message they're passing across all media, it's still the same thing. So definitely brand consistency plays a major role in any business. Anybody is trying to start up and all that as well. So thank you so much, Ernest, for sharing your insight on today's conversation. I would just like to ask if you have any last word or advice you would like to share with us before you take the
okay. Even though you give advice, you give advice.
For the new
okay. Well. Even though you give advice, so we'll tell you that now everything they want to do, then they go still do. But let me just still talk. Let me just still talk. All right. I think in any area you're trying to start anything. This is what I also do. Any skill you want to learn, any industry you want to enter, any decision you want to make, I think you need to be very well knowledgeable about it. You get information. Try to learn that the core of that industry. You get, because I presume that if you are learning something, obviously you're looking at the long term, right? And not the short term. To learn. Try to learn that thing, and always have an open mind. When you are in a particular room where people that know more than you do, just shut up and listen. Like, just shut up and listen. Just listen. Even if you know more than them, there isn't about being a
True.
fool sometimes. See, it's not stupidity. Just act like there's nothing you know. Grab knowledge, learn. Then, if you've chosen a skill, please just focus on that skill, learn it. And honestly, as much as we say that passion doesn't help, passion, for me, passion helps because it's passion that would determine longevity. There's a part it plays in it because if you are doing what you hate,
True.
if you're doing what you hate, believe you me, the only thing you have in your mind in the morning is when will I stop? When will I stop? When will I stop? I cannot wait to stop. Will this be over? But if
When
you
will
love
this
what you are
be
doing,
over?
and I understand that they're just okay, let's not confuse this whole passion thing. Most time when you say passion, people say follow your passion. Oh God, forget that thing. But here's what me I will say. Even if what you are doing is not your passion, try to love that thing you are doing. If it's paying you, if it is paying you, try to love it. So if you say that the loving that thing is not hard, good.
Yes.
That's the new passion. Then dwell on that thing, learn, and very, very important, be patient about it too. Don't go and measure your step one with somebody's step 100. Especially people that come on social media, you'll be like, look at that Mrs. A is praying money. You don't know that Miss A have worked hard. She's in a step 99. You are still in step 10.
True.
You get so let's just cut down on the comparisons for your own safety, your own mentality, your own psychological everything.
Yeah.
You get so I'll rephrase again. Passion for what you do. Very important. Always learn. Be open-minded. Don't go and form that you are the Ogapata of this thing. I know I've been here talking about brand and everything. If someone comes to me talk about brand, I will listen. I will listen. The part I already know, I will ignore. The one I don't know, I grab. Always learn, always listen. Then be patient. Don't go and have a plan that you know that it will take you 3 years to build, and you are looking at 6 months to cover it. Unless you're a magician,
For the
then please go
results.
ahead. But if you are not, I know I'm giving advice now. Now, everything you want to do, now you go still do. So if you like, carry it. If you don't like, don't carry it. God bless you.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for sharing your story, and thank
Just
you
one
for
more thing.
owning your story
Just one more
as
thing.
well. So
I'd like to appreciate you
yes,
and
definitely.
thank you for bringing me on your program. I've been seeing what you do. I've been coming online close with people that come here to talk about their career path and their life struggles and their life. What you're doing is very, very amazing. You get. I know most times we don't get to see the numbers racking up on the whole life. Believe
Thank
you
you.
me, it's social media. There's somebody watching and there's somebody that is being elevated. There's someone being informed. Just bear it in mind and don't stop.
True.
Keep looking
Yeah.
beautiful. Keep pushing yourself and just keep up. I like what you do. All right. Well done. You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you. I
You're welcome.
appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. All right.
Woo!
So basically, that will be all for today. Thank you for sharing your insights and owning your story. I appreciate your advice, a word of encouragement as
Yes,
well.
so
So I hope to see you at.
get
All right. Let me allow you enjoy the rest
all
of
right,
your day and
bye.
go
Yeah.
ahead and take the rest. All right. All right. So thank you guys for joining us on today's segment. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There you can watch previous segments. So do well to like, drop a comment, share to family and friends, loved ones. So all right, ladies and gents, Ovi signing out. I'll see you next week for yet another segment.
Own it, girl, you just own it.